Welcome to the Conrad Seoul by Hilton. This is not Marriott, this is not Hyatt. This is my first Hilton review, but Hilton has some of the best properties in the world as well, just like Marriott and Hyatt does. In my opinion, this might be the most luxurious Hilton property with Conrad in the world. We have this beautiful spiral staircase. This property opened in 2012, and it's one of the most premier and expensive hotels in Seoul. This is where you walk in, this is the spiral staircase, and right over here is where you check in. But look at these high ceilings, look at the artwork on the ceilings as well. You also have these incredible see-through glass elevators. This is going to be a trip of a lifetime. We're doing the best 5 hotels starting here, moving to Jeju Island, then we'll be back in Seoul for the remainder of the hotels. So stay tuned, you aren't going to want to miss them because many of them have a chance to get a perfect score, being one of the top hotels in the world. Let's go check in and check out the rooms. We just landed in Seoul, South Korea. Here we are. We are up here at the corner room on the 35th floor, 3516. This is the end of the hallway, corner room, so we have the whole view this way and this way. Really cool wood key cards that are purple, just gorgeous, and everything is wood. This property opened in 2012, and it's with Hilton, as I mentioned, but this is probably the best Conrad room in the world. Not this specific room, but just these rooms here in general. Even though it's an older property, this is just gorgeous. It is timeless elegance, kind of like the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto. This is such a beautiful room. But right away, this is the most unique designed cubby area I've ever seen, and how perfectly it's lit. You know how much I love lights and lighting? This is gorgeous, and it's all wood in here. And look, we have the kettle, this espresso machine, complimentary waters. They're in plastic, but still glad they're in there. We have beautiful down here, tea assortment, Nespresso capsules, glasses. This is the most beautifully displayed mini bar area I've almost ever seen. This is fantastic. Down below here, we have drinks in this cooler. We also have dental kit, and then we have this really cool like razor, but this actually says like Conrad, it has the building on it. That's what the building looks like. It's one of the coolest buildings in Seoul. This is just incredible. But real quick, I want to show you the room, and then I'll show you the closet and the bathroom, because the room here is just insane. Look at this room. This is gorgeous. This is high ceilings. The corner room here, it's a little bit more spacious than the standard rooms. They do allow you to fit 4 guests in the room here that has the 2 queen beds. So 2 beautiful queen beds, but it's so sophisticated for being an older property. It still looks insane. It looks incredible. I love the bedding. Pillows look so plush. You even have this really cool beautiful silver framing around the pillows. The backboard here is gorgeous. It's not really a flat wall, this is like a woven texture. And that art piece, it actually fits the design of the room very nice with the backlit lighting. Now the beds are incredible. I like how there's 2 of them. You also have the wood here, and then you have the darker nightstands, and you have 3 nightstands. So whether someone's like sleeping on each side, everyone gets their own nightstand, which is really nice. A little speaker here, which I think is Bluetooth, which is great. I love that because some people like to play their own music. And I love these lights on the end. They're almost like lanterns. They're just gorgeous. Like, they're so special of the lights. We have a whole, like, it's on an iPad, but it's just like a control pad here. And look at this. Let me go ahead and press this button. We have automatic blinds. Yes, and this hotel opened in 2012. So if this hotel can have automatic blinds, every luxury hotel in the world should have automatic blinds, or it should not be a luxury hotel. Just gorgeous, and they're complete blackout shades, so that's what I look for. You also have a whole bunch of other controls over here. You can set an alarm, lights off, lights on. You have the makeup room. You can adjust different temperature, even for the thermostat, all right there by your bed, and the controls actually work. You press the button and it actually does what it's supposed to do, which is just fantastic. Everything here is just flawless. I love the carpet. Even though it's all carpet and not hardwood, it's still nice. Now they could have put maybe an ottoman in front of the bed. That would have given you a little bit more maybe space to put your luggage, but regardless, you have plenty of counter space on this side. Now over here we have a little seating area. It's nice because you can look out here at this incredible view. We are towering over most of the other buildings here in Seoul in a great location. This is just beautiful. So we not only have this view, but then we also have the view over on this side, which is right next to the TV. But this view also is just as spectacular. We're looking out here over this bridge, the water there, the other buildings. It's fantastic. Now this is a really cool work desk because a lot of hotels like this are more business hotels. So there's a lot of people here in business that do need a good work desk. And this is very inspiring. I would love to work here on my laptop. You're sitting here, you have the view. This is a really cool light, just beautiful. Phone, and then over here, like this is so extra. What is a Dyson hairdryer doing over in the room? This honestly should be in the bathroom, but it's over here in front of this mirror. So when you shower and you need to dry your hair off, you can come right on over here and use your Dyson. But that's so extra because these are so expensive. But that is really cool that that's there. But this is such a cozy room. I love it. Now let's take a look real quick at the closets and the shower because the bathroom area is also just as spectacular. Okay, now here I almost missed this, but this closes off here and it closes the bathroom in, and then here you can store your luggage. We have a luggage rack, hangers, and I love how it's lit, and it's just all wood. Even up here, it's so extra. And then down here we have the other closets. We have two closets. This one is what has the robe and the slippers, and take a look at these robes. I do approve of these robes because they're actually very soft, and they say Conrad, like these are luxurious. You come out of the shower, you put one of these on, relax in your suite, in your room here so high. And then down below there are slippers in the room waiting for you, which every luxury property should have. I can't believe the ones that miss it, but these slippers look very nice. Now they're not that thick, so I give these maybe like a medium score because they're not super plush, but they're not super terrible either. So this is kind of a mid on the slippers, but definitely good on the robes. I just wanted to point this out, but do you notice how the light is inside the bar where you hang your clothes on? Incredible. It would almost feel like this hotel like recently opened. I was not expecting this at all. But here we are now, the bathroom. Gorgeous bathroom. Like we have the marbling floor to the walls all the way up, indented lighting. We have toilet, beautiful toilet area. Beautiful shower area and rainfall shower, huge rainfall shower with those special soaps and handheld, all marble, huge. Sometimes showers are very small. Towels here, really cool towel bar. Like nothing here is coming apart. Nothing here looks like it's old. It's all just beautiful. I'm so impressed. I love the sinks. We have two sinks, two people can be getting ready. We have a TV built right in to the sink. So you can be watching TV, and then here's really cool. These are the amenities here. We have a comb, shower cap, vanity kit, and together they form the building skyline with the Conrad. Just so extra, beautiful. Gorgeous, I love the bathroom, so comfortable. Now we do have this kind of see-through into the room, so I'm not sure if that closes off or if it's just like that, so you can see into the room while you're showering and you want to take a good look outside. But it doesn't offer a lot of privacy, so I'm not sure if this can close off or not. But it's neat that the rooms do here have tubs as well. I think even all the standard rooms here do have tubs. I have to double check, but it's just awesome that it's here, and you could be sitting on this end looking out still at the view from a distance, but it's beautiful. It's just so well done with the marbling, the lighting under here. This is an incredible bathroom. Overall, I am so happy to be in Seoul. I'm so happy to be here at the Conrad. This hotel has just exceeded my expectations. I walked in the lobby here 8 years ago when I was visiting, and I dreamed of staying here one day, so I'm finally here, and it's almost like it just opened. This is a beautiful property. We'll see how the other hotels are. We're doing the best 5 hotels in South Korea in about a week. So we're doing Jeju Island tomorrow, the JW Marriott there. But I want to show you the rest of the Conrad because they have a lot of really amazing amenities here, including the pool, breakfast, one of the coolest concierge club lounges. So I want to show it all to you. Let's go. Welcome to the Conrad Seoul, which opened in 2012. This is one of the flagship Conrad hotels in Asia. It's in the Uido area, which is Seoul's financial and media district. But what's cool is that even though you're in the business district, you're right on the Han River. And the hotel is part of the IFC Mall complex, which is attached to it. So there's a lot of shopping and things in the local area to do. This property is absolutely stunning. It is my first time to ever stay at a Conrad property with Hilton, which I would say is Hilton's loyalty program's top luxury brand, along with Waldorf Astoria. The arrival entrance is extremely grand, but it can also be quite busy. The property is quite large. They have a lot of guest rooms, about 434. You can tell the property was built to very high standards because even though it was opened in 2012, it still feels relatively new. It has not aged basically at all. It's stunning. The lobby is one of the most grand lobbies you'll find in the world, with the stunning spiral staircase and the illuminated lighting everywhere. I love all the beautiful color tones of the wood as well as the marble floors. You also have these amazing elevator bays which go all the way to the spa facilities, meeting rooms, other things. Then you have the main elevators which take you up to the guest room floors. When you first walk in, you do have the concierge desk and the luggage assistance. We had the bags, they took them when we got there and they delivered them promptly to our room. Service was really nice. Even though that porte cochere can get kind of busy, there's usually people there to help you, and it just feels like the place, like it's happening here. Like this is the hotel I feel like everyone wants to stay at. There's just always a lot of action and it really is stunning. I was really impressed with the live plants, the friendly people in the lobby, and just the overall design. It's truly a special lobby. Not all luxury hotels in the world have such large and grand lobbies like this, so it definitely sets the tone for a wonderful stay. Our check-in experience was flawless with the status with Hilton. If you have the diamond status, which we were fortunate to have, they did offer an upgrade to the corner room with the 2 beds. Unfortunately, they don't give any suite upgrades here, which is disappointing, which I found with the Hilton loyalty program. Very few hotels ever give you a suite upgrade, even with their highest loyalty status, unlike Marriott or Hyatt, which tend to give a lot more suite upgrades, I've noticed, with their top tier status. Check-in was also very smooth. They offered us the complimentary breakfast in the main restaurant and asked us if we wanted a little bit of a late checkout. They then took us to the elevator and then we went in. They actually have quite a few floors. It goes all the way up pretty high. We were on almost the highest floor. But the stunning thing is, as soon as you get out of the elevators, you're going to notice the hallways and the elevator bay. They are stunning. Beautiful lighting fixtures. I loved the carpeting. I loved all the wood paneling. The sides of the walls, the ceiling, everything was absolutely flawless. It reminded me a little bit of the Ritz-Carlton in Kyoto, just with all the cool wood and lighting. It's just really special. I would totally come back here. It didn't feel like it aged at all. Even here at the end, they have that cool wood kind of division panel with the beautiful views of the city. Now, of course, this was our room. I loved the corner room. It was much better than the photos. The photos, I just picked this hotel for like a layover hotel before we would fly to Jeju Island the next day. But this hotel actually ended up being our favorite hotel on the whole trip overall. The room design, the service, the breakfast, everything about this place just left us wanting more. So if we ever come back to Korea, we definitely want to stay at this property again. Now, this is the next morning. This is heading to breakfast. It is at the restaurant called Zest. There's also another restaurant on this floor here to the right, which I will show you a little bit later. But as we continue to walk around, you'll see there's the Zest, and it's just the floor above the lobby level. As you can see, that spiral staircase continues up there. They saved and reserved a special table for us. It even had like a little sign for Diamond member, which is really cool. I wish that maybe Hyatt or Marriott did something like that, have special table areas for maybe like Titanium and Ambassador members. Here was the breakfast buffet, one of the most stunning and unique breakfast buffet designs I've ever seen. I loved the black fixtures around the counters, the salad bar. Every detail was just immaculate. You had the cool lighting, you had all the different stations for whatever type of food you wanted, and it wasn't overly crowded and it wasn't too like spread out. It was kind of all here in very good positions. It just felt very comfortable, very natural, and just beautiful no matter where you looked. They have the noodle bar there where they'll make you any kind of custom noodle dish. They had everything from Western style dishes, from eggs and hash browns and pancakes and things like that, to even Asian dishes, as well as even just all kinds of in-between foods like fried chicken and different unique things. Here was some international food, I think even like curry and different items from other countries. They have a lot of different options here. They also offer made-to-order eggs. They'll make you unlimited cappuccinos, lattes. They have a lot of Korean options like bulgogi or rice porridge and kimchi. They also have the fresh bakery there with all kinds of breads. They have a juice station. And then they also have like cereal, fruits, even small sushi selection. The breakfast normally costs it equates to US about $38, but if you have the diamond status or gold status, you do get 2 complimentary breakfasts per morning here in the restaurant, which is just stunning. You also can elect to have breakfast in the club lounge if you'd prefer to have it there, their executive club if you're a diamond member. Stay tuned because I will show you what that breakfast buffet looks like. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but it's a little bit more exclusive, but I always prefer to have breakfast here in the main restaurant. Here's a quick look here at the noodle station. I always love having noodle soup for breakfast, but everything tasted really good. It was very relaxed atmosphere and service was fantastic. They even had special branded little wet wipes, which were really unique. Now we're going to head back around here on that same floor. There's a quick look at the beautiful spiral staircase. It actually goes pretty high up. Like, it is a beautiful engineering marvel that they put this in here, and it just fits so nicely in with the design of the hotel. Now this is the Atrio restaurant on the same floor here. It was closed at the time when I took this video, but this is more of an Italian restaurant specializing in special pasta dishes. It looks very nice, so if we go back I definitely would want to check it out. Next up, we're going to go up to the 37th floor because this is where their grill and bar is, as well as the executive lounges. They're both located on the same floor. So straight ahead is the 37 grill and bar. It's somewhat like a steakhouse, I believe. They have a beautiful bar area here, as well as seating areas. They specialize in prime USDA steaks, Australian Wagyu, and lobster and Chilean sea bass. They also have a lot of different wines and specialty items. Now around the corner here we have the executive lounge. Now this is absolutely stunning. It is just beautifully designed, all the different details, the lighting fixtures, everything about this place just felt wow, and it was absolutely stunning. Service was also very good. They check you in, as only diamond members get access, or you can pay an extra fee to have it. This is the breakfast buffet, so if you don't want to go to the main restaurant, you can just decide to have it here instead. It's a lot smaller of a selection, but people like it because they say it's a little bit more private, it's more quiet, you can just kind of relax. I'm sure too, like if you're here for a week, being down in the big buffet could get a little loud at times, so you might want to just come up here for a couple days to just get breakfast here. It's a little bit more quiet, more relaxed, and they have quite a few really good options that I enjoyed. But of course, the main buffet is always my preference in the Zest restaurant, as they just have the limited selection. But everything is beautiful placed here in the lounge. They also have a whole drink selection, and then they even have a separate area with a different room, which has more seating areas, but just really beautiful. They also have some alcoholic beverages that are included with the lounge. Here's a quick look at the evening hors d'oeuvres, which they put out in the afternoon and evening. They also have some drinks then, and then they even brought us some specialty little drinks. The service was absolutely excellent, and it also offers some incredible views of the city, towering over there by the river and the other buildings. It's just a really unique design. I love the shape of the curtains. Everyone was very friendly, and then there's those special drinks that they brought us. They also had some special like yuzu honey tea. One of the coolest things is on the same level here, which is the executive lounge and the grill bathrooms. It's one of the coolest bathrooms I've ever seen. Each one is completely private, and when you walk in, it's almost like your own little Zen garden. We have a really cool wash basin. We have really cool like lighting and those plants. Definitely like the coolest club lounge or restaurant bathroom I've ever seen in my life. Now, this is a very special rooftop garden bar. It's called Vvertigo, and it's one of the best features of the hotel, but is often overlooked because it's kind of hidden and not everyone knows about it. But it's really beautiful because it's like on the rooftop in between the tall buildings. So it's just a really unique feel. They have some like kind of turf, like imitation grass on the roof, but it's a very high-end feeling and design. And then they offer some lunch options and dinner options, some small plates and a lot of different drinks. They also have fusion style tapas and sliders. They have sometimes a live DJ some nights and sometimes some seasonal events, but it definitely looks like a place to enjoy if I ever make it back. We were just here one quick night, so we did not have time to enjoy all the different venues that the property offers. Now this is the little 10G. It's called their Grab and Go Cafe, and this is in the lobby. They have pastries, desserts, sandwiches, salads, cold brews, lattes, and teas. Okay, so this part of the hotel is something I wasn't expecting to love as much, but the Conrad Seoul spa and wellness area, it's genuinely one of the best urban spa settings I've seen. The spa is not just a hotel add-on, but it's actually a standalone luxury destination spa that people come to use that aren't even hotel guests. There also is that really cool golf studio in the building. Now the spa area is spread across the 8th and 9th floor with the private elevators here to take you to the different levels. You just check in, and as long as you're a hotel guest, you get access to the changing rooms, pool, and the fitness center. This here is heading into the pool on the way in. They have all kinds of lockers. They also have the slides that you can slip on before going into the pool. There is a pool attendant to help you get situated, which I really appreciated. And then right next door there by the lockers, they have a men's and women's small area with a couple showers, additional lockers inside, but really like the design. Now, keep in mind, if you are traveling to Korea, every single pool you will need to wear a swim cap. And if you don't have one with you, the Conrad will sell you one there, but it was about $12 US, which is kind of not that great. It should definitely be included for hotel guests because of the high price of the rooms, but it is not. So definitely bring it in there. The pool area was nice. It's just a kind of a long lap pool, but the design was very beautiful. Here's the state-of-the-art fitness center. It is gigantic. They have every type of equipment, and it kind of looks into the pool area. Very spacious. It felt very modern, clean, and I really enjoyed using it, especially the treadmills. The hotel is connected directly to the IFC Mall. So from the hotel, you can walk right into the mall. They have a lot of nice shopping areas. It's really convenient if you need to buy anything, but also just gives you something to do. The mall is extremely modern. They even have a Starbucks Reserve, lots of different restaurants like Shake Shack. So if you don't want to eat necessarily in the hotel, you can always go to the IFC Mall. It's 3 stories and it's a huge shopping complex. It's part of the larger International Finance Center Seoul development. So it's attached to 3 skyscrapers, a cinema, a massive office park, and of course the hotel. Okay, now for the review of the Conrad Seoul. So like I mentioned, this is my first Hilton hotel review I am doing. We are also very fortunate to have diamond status with Hilton. So that's how we got this upgrade to this really cool corner room. It's a premium room. My one thing though is even for diamond members, which is the highest level you can get with Hilton, at this specific property, they don't do any free upgrades to any suites at all. So that's a little bit disappointing. I think they should at least allow diamond members to get at least a basic suite, but otherwise the hotel is still just incredible. So I want to start with the room. Room 5 out of 5. For being 12 years old, this room, it still feels basically like new. A lot of the hallways, the areas, it just reminds me a lot of the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto. That property is also about the same age, but it's almost like timeless. Same with this, like all the different wood designs in the room, still the carpeting, the beds, everything here is just incredible. It's so beautiful, it's so clean, modern still. I love this room. It's so comfortable. You have all the amenities there with the kettle, the coffee, the nice robes, the beautiful rainfall shower, automatic curtains that are true blackout, just gorgeous views here. There's only about 36 guest room floors and we're on level 35. So this is about as high as it gets. The only level higher is the 37th floor, which is where the club lounge is, the executive lounge. And diamond members do get access to that, which is very nice, as well as they have a nice restaurant and bar up there too. But this is basically as high as it gets. Some of the most incredible views. I was just looking out the window at night at the skyline from both directions, just insane. Next up, Inspiration 5 out of 5. This hotel has blown me away. It's right up there with the top city hotels in the world. The huge high ceilings in the lobby, the spiral staircase, every elevator bay, just the lighting is so sophisticated. The hallways, the lighting is so sophisticated. They spared no expense on the design and build of this property. The pool, the fitness center, every single public area, even the rooms, it's just flawless. I've just been blown away with inspiration. Even the breakfast area is just so beautiful. Next up is going to be service. Service, we're going to give a 5 out of 5. Excellent service. We checked in. They were so kind. We got right away check-in. They also have been very friendly all around every person that we've met. We haven't really met any employees that have not been accommodating. The only areas for improvement, breakfast service was great. I feel like they just could have checked in on us a little bit more. Also, when we arrived, there was someone there to help us with our luggage, unloading it from our vehicle. But I feel like just because this hotel has so many rooms, over 400, I think they need even more valet staff out front, just because sometimes it can get really busy with a lot of cars, and sometimes it can take them a little while to get to everyone. But otherwise, for us, it was still just incredible service. Everyone is so friendly, kind, just really amazing. Finally, value, what I return, 5 out of 5. I can't wait to come back here. If I'm in Seoul, I'm definitely going to stay back here at least a night again. Just gorgeous property. I love it. It's also a great redemption if you have the Hilton Honors points. This night was only 70,000 points. So I value Hilton points at a little bit lesser value than Marriott points. So Marriott points I value at about a penny a piece. These ones are maybe like half that to 0.75 of a cent a piece. So it's still a good value here, but the normal pricing is going to be about $350, $300, $400 just for a standard room here per night, which is still a little expensive, but it is so worth it. It includes like the pool, the fitness center, everything is just so flawless. But overall, perfect score. This is only the first hotel out of 5 we're doing in Korea, so let's go check out the next one. We'll see how the future ones compare to this amazing one.